Hey y'all, this is Driver. So we're back in Car Mechanic Simulator 21. We just got done yesterday with story order number 6. The Salem, I think that was a GT 500. What was that? I don't even remember now. GW 500. Close enough. So we don't have another story mission right now. We're going to do some more basic missions. So we're just going to kind of go through these. I'm going to do them like I did last time, doing one by one. And hopefully we won't run into the issue where we have no orders again. Um, and if anybody saw that video where the last basic orders, um, I ran out of orders to do. There was nothing up there. So you just kind of give it a couple minutes and it'll eventually come up. By the time I stopped recording and went and moved my video recording into a folder, um, and then tabbed back into the game, it was already there. So probably just a couple of minutes, no crazy thing. Um, and to help out with our XP and whatnot, we are going to also do more of the inspection stuff here. So it's kind of what we've been saving some of our skills for and things like that. So currently, this here was just a basic job, wasn't it? I don't remember what I picked up, guys. Yeah, this is just changing fluids. But so even though you're only having to do this, or you only have to do one certain thing, you can do inspection mode. It's kind of neat how you can do inspection mode, and you can also buy tools to do more. So we'll start with in here, and that's our car status. So you go over here to your additional tools, and I purchased the multimeter the other day, and it was cheap. It was $150, but we can use this. And if you want, right under my XP, I'll get XP for each little thing that it deciphers there. It's only a few things on the older vehicles. It's more on the newer vehicles. So it's a couple of free XPs that way. So I'm going to be doing that. So it's going to be a little bit longer this time than usual, but I figured I'll do that and all that stuff. So you have to back out of here and then go into your examination mode. And then here you just hover over stuff and see if you can do anything. You just hold your left mouse button. Good Lord, I can't talk. And it'll just kind of go through and it just does a visual inspection of all your parts in that one section. It doesn't unlock every single thing, but you can do it on a lot of things. And it has the numbers there so you'll know kind of where you're at. And each one that it's discovering is giving us 1 XP. And the more levels we get, the more skill points we have that we can use to unlock certain things. And we'll probably use our unlocks for probably bench work or repair tables, that sort of thing. So we'll go through and do these real quick. I'm going to start doing these on every single one except for the videos of the actual stories, the story cards. I won't waste your time with those. But over here, we'll do it over here just to get some extra stuff going. So, yeah. Drive shaft. And also thanks again to a friend of mine that reminded me about this. I didn't realize there was XP in doing this, but I did know that you could do this. I just forgot all about doing it. But she pointed out to me several months ago, actually. It's been a long time, but she pointed out that, hey, you can do that and get XP. I'm like, oh, crap. So let's see here. Can't do it to the fuel tank. You can do it to fuse boxes if you ever find the fuse box, in which, the last couple vehicles I haven't seen a fuse box. But that should be all of them for this one here. So we'll just kind of walk back and do that. You can also do the radio wheel to get rid of that. So anyhow, we'll go in here. We'll just go and do what they wanted. So brake fluid, coolant, and windshield. So we're going to need our drain tool for that. And we'll turn so you can see stuff. There's our coolant. And windshield. Let's go back to regular. Let's go and start filling this stuff back up. And as you're filling these, when that bottle tips back down, you can go one more level up and you're good on that canister where I was just filling right there. and you're done. I don't think there's any penalty for putting too much in there. It might cost you more money though. Some of this stuff. Let's move around faster. I think that as long as you get to the minimum mark, which is where the bottle tips back down a little bit, like there, I think it counts at that point. So let's see here. That's all done. Send that out. I want to double check. Yeah, I got a bunch of crap in my inventory from last time. Let's open this case because that was from the story mission. I forgot all about that. So let's take a look at that real quick. Let's see. Pick a couple cards here. Got a barn thing. That's nice. Collect that stuff. Let's go ahead and sell some of this garbage in here. And that. And we'll go ahead and learn that. That'll just put it. That gets it out of our inventory and puts it on our map. The barn finds for later. And these three I want to go ahead and put in our warehouse over here. I forgot to do that earlier. So let's see. This is all, well, part engine, part suspension. So we got engine category here. So throw those in engine. And then that goes into suspension. There we go. That tidies that all up. Yeah, let's look for another job here. Let's see. Oh, this is easy. Just basic maintenance is all this is. Oh, it's a nice little car. Not bad. I'm not wild about the green, but that's nice. All right. We're going to do kind of the same thing we did a minute ago. We're just going to do our additional tools here. We're just going to build up our XP a little bit. As you see here, it's actually doing all the fuses and everything. So once it pops up and gives us a full list of everything, we'll kind of know how many XP we got just from doing that. So there's all the XP we got, basically 1 XP for each one there. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So yeah, we got about 15 or so there, 15, 17. I'm not going to fully count it, guys. I mean, I'm sure you guys can figure it out or get the idea of what I'm talking about. So, and then on here, we got the fuse box this time. We can do that. The engine's only 19 versus the 21 of last time. I mean, this is all just free XP. If you want to spend the time doing this, this is what you can do. I apologize if it makes the video a little bit boring, but it does help out just a little bit. This here, I'll be able to show you what more you can do with this, though. Let's see, you can do the tire here. And you can also do that subframe that's underneath. It's tricky getting your mouse on it. You just got to be in the right spot to do it. It's not real hard, but it's just a little tricky. So they're right there. That does that one. We do the reservoir, all the reservoirs. The power steering, coolant. You also do your air filter box. It does even all the clips and all that stuff. The filter inside of it, the case of it. So can't do anything on the radiator. Can't do this reservoir though. Suspension again. All right. Let's see, another reservoir there. Can't do it on the brakes stuff, but you can't. Oh, you cannot do it on the ECU. I thought you could. Wow. Almost made a liar out of myself, didn't I? Sometimes when you do these exhaust, it varies on how they divide all the parts out. So just kind of watch for that. And then we got this other side. I think this is about covers it. That's about all we can do as far as that stuff. And then we'll do what they wanted me to do and send them on out the door. Okay, real quick check, make sure there's nothing else that I missed. I think I pretty well got it. ABS module you can't do. But what's cool is that when you do the electronics, I think it tests. No, it does not test the ABS, period. Wow, okay. So yeah, you can just do that. For those that did not watch the other video, real quick, actually, we can just walk away from it, ain't gonna hurt nothing. Let's go in here real fast. We're gonna look at one of our toolboxes. So this is what we're using our skill points for. Matter of fact, while we're here, let's see. Let's go ahead and grab that one and that one. So those two are going to be our rentivators for repairing parts. And then this one here goes into group 4, group 5, and then the ability to repair body parts is all the way at the top of the list. So you can just go straight up the line. You don't have to, do like this whole row and then do the next row. You can go straight up a line if you need to or want to. As far as upgrades, we're doing a little okay on money, so I'm thinking what we'll do is we're going to go ahead and grab us an OBD2 reader. They're pretty pricey, but it scans for the newer cars. Let's see. Did I do that one or not? You know what? Let's save a little bit of money, and we'll go ahead and grab the fuel pressure meter, because that's only 300. Go ahead and grab the compression tester, and the tire thing is cheap. And that leaves us at 12 grand. So right now we're not going to get a welder, a charger. We're not going to do any of the engine tools. We will get the body repair station, but we'll get that later. We don't need the additional lift. I mean, you can get it, but you don't need it. You're just spending a lot more money. If you're doing one job at a time, it doesn't matter. So there's that. One thing we are going to want to do, and we'll do this later, let's get ourselves up to about 20 grand, and we'll get this test path. The test path has a couple of benefits to it. It's a test path. You can pull it in there, and you're able to test brakes and suspension components and find most of those. If you have a job that doesn't tell you, as we progress, it's going to get to that point where we're not going to be able to the customer's not going to come in and say, oh yeah, I know it's this one rubber bush and go replace it. We're going to have to find it. So this helps with that. And also the test track helps with doing that too. Also with that, with the test path, we have a spot for a wheel alignment and headlight calibration for when we do those jobs. So it's not required to do those unless it says to do it in the jobs. But for me, and in we're simulating the game, so it helps. The car wash you do not need. I don't believe it brings you any XP, but it does have a nice little benefit when you get into more or less rebuilding cars. And on that, the rebuilding the cars, we're going way off topic. But anyhow, if you decide to go to, say, a junkyard or a barn find and buy a car, but you don't have enough money to rebuild it, we obviously don't. Say you bought it, you still got 12 grand. You can wash it, and then if you have the welder, weld it, and do the welding on it, and then resell it. And half the time, you will pocket about 5 grand. Sometimes. Not quite, but on average. So it's a neat little trick. So, but for now, the car wash we're not going to fool with. We already have our warehouse, which is kind of nice to have. Salvaging, starting out, guys, I wouldn't fool with salvaging. In my opinion, it doesn't really benefit you a whole lot. Right now, you need money. You need to sell the parts. Salvaging salvages the broken parts that you've brought in or taken up of a vehicle. And it just gives you bonuses to put on new parts that you're putting on a vehicle. Until you get to the point where you are buying and selling vehicles and not doing traditional mechanic work, I wouldn't even fool with this. This is a later on thing. The same thing with painting, but there will come a time where you probably might need the paint shop. I'm trying to remember. I don't think so with the story mode, but I could be wrong. So anyhow, guys, let's continue on. So let's see. We have this car out here still, right? Yep. All right. So now that we picked up those tools, I'm going to go ahead and do those, and we'll go ahead and get our extra deals there. Keep in mind that this test right here cannot be done on a vehicle that's either low on engine oil or doesn't start or missing parts. It will not work. And that just checks fuel-related items. The next one, we'll do this one here. The compression tester, same way. If you're missing parts, low on oil, things like that, it will not do this test. But this will test quite a few things here. So we'll just let it do what it's going to do. As you see, that brought a nice big list of stuff for us. So, I mean, if you're not wanting to do the X feet like I'm doing now, you know, I get it, and I don't blame you. And let's see. And also, you can do this. This is just checking your tires, and that's just 4 more. So, I know this video will be kind of boring. It won't be for everybody, and I get that. So, let's go ahead and do the job that they want us to do. So, all we're doing is refilling fluids. So, we'll start here. And of course, you can't see this stupid thing. Coolant reservoirs in our way. I wish they would do something about that, but I think that's closed. Let's go over and take a look. There we go. Yep, we got it. All right, cool. Oops, I didn't want to do that. All right, so let's go ahead and get the rest of these. Go ahead and get the coolant done. And then we'll send this guy on his merry way because he's probably a little ticked off that I've been screwing around. Gotta take him out with another one. I hope they don't bring in unhappy customers. Wait a minute, hold on. Why has this car got 2 coolant reservoirs? Why? Is this a freaking mod? This might be a mod, guys. I'm not 100%. It's got 2 coolant reservoirs on it. That's bull. So yeah, coolant reservoir C and B. Why? I've never known a vehicle to have 2 different reservoirs for coolant. Not at least on a car. On semi-truck's a different story. All right, so that should have completed that. Yep, that's done. Out of curiosity, though. No, this is a DLC. This is for the Dodge DLC. So, interesting. I don't know why they did that. All right, so that's done. Let's see what else we got. We got this truck here. Let's do a brake job. Brake jobs are always pretty simple. Suspension can be a little bit of a pain in the tail sometimes. So just do what you think you need to do on that. So let's do our test on this. I basically just start on one part of the rotary dial and I go all the way around. Just do all of them, guys. We might gain a level while we're doing these basic orders today. We'll see. Compression. Look at all that orange on these parts, guys. Almost time for a rebuild on this old car. Okay, part's done. Is that all of them? That's all of them. I don't have the OBD scanner, but it doesn't work on this car anyway, so we'll see how our money goes. We might end up picking up a OBD2 scanner as well. So let's go into inspection, and we'll finish doing this. Boom, leveled. Nice and easy on the leveling. Like I was saying, guys, you can level up pretty quick if you just keep doing this. It's not required. It's not a lot of XP, but when you start adding it up, I mean, there's 10 here, there's 10 on the other tire, so that's 20. Plus the engine was another 17, plus cross member 2. It adds up, guys. Just like counting your pennies. can do this fuse box. And that's that. That's all we can do with that. So, oh, and it kicked us back over this way anyways. Alright, so what do you want done, man? What do you need? Let's see, you need brake caliper, drum, pads. Yeah, we're just going to highlight all this stuff and put that on lift. Not a bad looking car. Need some body work. Alright, so let's see, we highlighted everything, so we'll start here with the pads. Oh yeah, the pads are done. Out of curiosity, so what do they want? 31%. We may have some pads that do that. Let's see what we got. Our brake pads here. We don't. We're going to have to buy the pads. No big deal. So, I'll just do this way. I'll just buy the parts as we go this time. I might be able to repair some of the stuff now that I unlock some of the repair stuff. And maybe after this job, we might just go ahead and pull everything out of our inventory that we have and see what we can fix. That way we got a stock of fixed parts. Okay, so that one ought to be done. So let's check that off our list. Let's see, they want a brake caliper. That's going to be on that corner. The brake caliper we might be able to fix. Yeah, might be able to fix that. It's 15%. Let's go over to our workbench. It's going to be this way. Should be one right around the corner here. There it is. Yeah, we can fix that. Ah, failed. Do I have another one? I might have some more. Let's see. Oh, we got one. One shot to save money. Boom. 48%. I think that was all I needed for that one. Let's see. Oops. Oh, we got a story mission. So we got. This will be the last job here. Then we'll be doing the story one again. All right, cool. So what was the? No, I don't want that. 31% is what he wanted for parts, and we made it 48%. So good enough. It saves us a little bit more money, but we didn't have to buy the part, which is nice. Check that off our list. And we'll go to this corner. Pull this wheel. Ooh, that's a nasty looking drum. We'll more than likely have to buy the drum because I can't turn drums on here for some reason. You can turn the wheel, the rotors, but not the drums. So let's see here. Oh, we also need the drum cylinder, so I can fix that. Let's do that real fast. You can do that without whacking our brain out our head. Let's see. Yeah, we can fix that. Perfect. And I think that one needed two brake drums. Let me double check. No, two brake cylinders, so just one drum. So let's go ahead and buy the drum we need. Okay. Clear that. We'll just scroll through here real fast, be just as fast. I'll go by it 1,000 times. Let's see. break? I said it would be faster. Break pad, break drum, there it is. Alright, put this corner back together. Go ahead and just check those off. Just kind of make sure we're getting them as we go. Just makes it a little bit easier. Let's get this one little part done over here. Then we'll do a little bit of shop cleanup, and then we'll be calling it. Let's see if we can repair that real fast. Can't repair that one? How bad was it? Ooh, it is bad. Let's see if we got one in storage here. Do not. Oh, man. Okay. We'll do that to make it a little faster. Yeah, let's do that. It's all back together. Okay, so that's a fully completed order. Done. Send it on out the gate. And let's go ahead and get rid of this garbage. And then real quick before we go, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to see what kind of stuff we got laying in here. So we're going to go category by category, and we're just going to pull everything out like this. And then we're going to go to the workbench and we're going to see what we fix. The goal here is just to go 100%, just fully repair it, be done with it. We still need Renovator 4 to do the alternator, okay? So that does a few things for us, and that helps us out. Now, you don't have to do it that way, but it is doable, you know. Those might be repairable. I don't remember. One of them. We can get one of them done at least. Yeah, one of them. That's better than none, I suppose. Yeah, we'll just go through these. Okay, I know drum I can't do anything with, so we're going to leave this category alone because I know better. Exhaust, nothing in there yet. Don't have no body stuff or interior parts, and we have no wheels. So that cleans all that up for us. So, well, that's being said, guys. Looks like we're pretty well prepped and ready to go. We'll double check our inventory is empty. So next up, probably tomorrow, we'll come back on here and we will do our next story mission, whatever that might be, because I haven't even looked yet. So that being said, guys, I hope you'll have a great day, and I'll catch you later. See ya.